So today I had one of those customer service instances that make me go like, why can people just not comply and be quiet about it? I was requesting this lady's ID. She is buying alcohol. Well, she is so caked up that at first glance, I just wasn't sure if to me you appear to be under the age of 40, 45-ish. I feel compelled to ask for your ID, especially if you're somebody I just don't know. Well, occasionally I get the one person who's only like 30 and they go like, "Oh, you're asking for my ID? Sure." But I feel like this was more some 5, 10 years ago. Nowadays, I feel like the current 30-year-old doesn't really react that way. They usually just go like, "Sure," or "of course," something like that. But if you're someone from like the 80s, 70s, 60s, I don't care. Some of you may appear to be around 30, and if you're within that, I'm supposed to ID you. It's better to be safe than sorry. And I don't know if you guys have never worked selling alcohol before, but you can go to jail if you happen to not card somebody who's acting as some kind of agent, some kind of secret shopper, to where if you don't card them, then they may turn out to be underage and then you end up getting fucking arrested right there on the spot. I don't want to be that person, because if I were to be that person who gets in trouble for that, all of you are probably going to be like, well, why didn't you just do your job? It's very obvious that you should have ID'd, or you should ID whether you're sure or not. So in some cases, if I'm not sure, I would rather check and be sure. I don't care that you were born in the 60s or in the 70s. I ask for your ID, you say, sure, 1 second, I check it, and that's it. You don't need to be having all kinds of commentary going like, you're asking for my ID? Well, I don't have it with me. It's in the car. Go get it. Once I ask, I have to verify it, even if you're 70 years old. Or in other cases, they go like, really? Do I have to show you my ID? I'm like 55, and I'm like, yeah, I asked for it. I'm serious. Just hand me your ID, save your commentary, and let me do my job. It's been a long time since anybody asked me for my ID. Is that new? And I'm like, it's the fucking holidays, or it's a busy weekend type of thing. Sometimes I just cannot distinguish what you are. I know that you're at the very least over 20 years old, but again, I'm supposed to verify if you fall under the category of under the age of 40 or 45-ish. Just let me do my shit. It only takes you a second. And if you're going into a store without an ID and you know that it's possible that they may ask you for it, that's on you. Always go prepared. Bring your money, bring your car, bring your keys, bring your phone, bring everything. I just wanted to share this little story because I will never be that person. I don't buy alcohol. Anytime there's an instance in which someone is requesting my ID, of course, an adequate place, anywhere that I'm at where an ID may be required to be checked, I just provide it, period. I don't have to be doing all this drama about, you're asking for my ID. It's been a long time. Or I'm definitely over 21. Or that makes me feel so young. Just save the commentary. Save it. Save it. The less you say, the better. Trust me. Learn to be silent more often. But anyway, that's just my opinion. When it comes to a serious matter like that one, don't play. Don't make jokes. That's not the time. And consider the setting. If I'm a stranger and I'm serving you at my job, refrain from unnecessary commentary. Don't try to flirt. Don't try to say smart things. Don't try to make me laugh. Don't try to say stupid ass jokes. Just don't. Stay quiet. Stay quiet. Don't say anything. Unless what you're saying is something business related, like, have you ever seen this product in? Or do you know if you will have this and that back in stock? Anything like that. Anything pertaining to the store, to the job. Just refrain. 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 The reason I say it like that is because It is possible to be that person who is focused on what they're doing. I have never in my life gone somewhere and been a clown. Just talk about something unrelated. If you want to bond with me over my job. If you meet me at my job, then that's the first way that you should bond with me. The way I have bonded with people who I didn't work with but I ended up becoming friends with is I made it about them and their job. I started asking questions that may not necessarily be related to me, but at least it was related to the job, and then we can build up from that. But to just outright do that crazy shit of being nosy about personal details, just no, don't. Just don't. Anyways, you guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.